So hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A real pleasure to be with you here at the 2025 Berlinale. Maybe you can begin with a brief introduction to After This Death. Not an easy one to describe to people, but what can they kind of expect going in?
After This Death is a film that's almost impossible to classify. It is a mystery. It seems I'm very drawn to mysteries. And it is exquisitely beautiful visually and tells a story in abstract form of a woman moving through the foundation challenges of our lives and experiencing love, loss and grief.
I was reading it was kind of a 15-year project for Lucio,
Yes.
developing it. And then I was even reading, Rupert said that even after he'd made the film, it kind of all went in a blender and became something else again.
Yes.
So when you first read the script, could you kind of get a clear grasp on it? Or was almost kind of the mysterious, dreamlike quality of this story part of the appeal?
The dreamlike quality of the story was a big draw, but more overly, Lucio and I met during the pandemic over Zoom. It was a meeting we did over Zoom and we clicked immediately. And I knew how much I wanted to work with this person. I'd watched End of a Century. I thought it was a really impressive piece of work that touched me. The emotionality of it was extremely unconventional in the way in which it had been conveyed. And I knew that this was a very special voice in filmmaking. So we wanted to work together. This was the first project that Lucio had. So there was no part for me in it. And I said, is there anything? He said, there's a tiny part, but it's really too small. And so he said he would try to make it bigger for me, and he made it bigger. And then, these various things happen and throughout the filmmaking process, and the film from script, which was incredibly intriguing, has morphed again into another entirely different form. But that's what's exciting about working with artists, is that it's got to be about how they feel, what their vision is. And stories do change.
Isabel, even as a character, obviously Elliot is the one that's sort of most obviously enigmatic, but even Isabel, I felt like she kept wrong-footing me as a character. She didn't fit neatly in a box. Would you say in some ways Alice is the more grounded one in her life?
Yes.
Perhaps where she's not quite got this grip on what's really happening, what's reality, she seems to come in and be the one that's perhaps giving her that stronger tether to the real world. So how did you see Alice and her role in the story?
Well, Alice is that grounding force, and she is there to provide the stability that perhaps Isabel doesn't receive from her husband, and the nurturing and love. And I enjoyed the tenderness of that relationship between two women. But more than anything, Alice is there to support. And so am I. I'm here to support this film of Lucio's and Mia's and our wonderful cast, because I truly believe in independent filmmaking, and I believe in art house cinema, and any small way that I can be involved and help, I'm happy to do.
And there's so many kind of themes that are sort of swirling around in the film, within the mystery of it, about love, about loss. But I wondered, do you feel like at the heart of it, as though ostensibly she's wanting to know and pin down Elliot, it really feels like a journey about finding herself and actually wanting to be more in this sort of poetic realm than in the sort of materialistic, more kind of standard life that she's found herself in?
I think the film starts in an interesting way. We see Isabel going about her job, and we see her using her craft in a corporate environment. And then by the end of the film, Isabel's metamorphosis has resulted in her truly using her voice in a heartfelt way.
We were mentioning just before we started the interview, first time in Berlin. What does it mean to you to have the film here? And it does feel like the right place for this film, because there's so much here that is kind of genre-defying, provocative, doing something really different with cinema. So what's it mean to you to be here?
I love being at the Berlin Film Festival. It's genuinely an honour. Anywhere that truly celebrates art, that is about the expression of what it means to be human, with all of its difficulties and darkness and love and joy and the complexities that we move through in life. I am delighted to finally be in a place that celebrates art.
And can you tell us what you're going to be doing next? And obviously you must kind of have your pick of roles now. Like you said, you know, do you feel like putting your name to something is also part of the process of deciding what you're doing?
I love working with artists and people that I would truly connect to and that I believe in. And the more of my life that I experience, the more I realise that I have to feel that synergy and the excitement to grow and develop. And I love working with brilliant, unexpected auteurs. And that's all I want to do.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all that with me. Huge
Thank
congratulations
you.
on the film. Really enjoy the premiere tonight.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
love the film. I love how different it is, you know,
Yes.
and really kind of keeps you on, you don't know where it's going. I think that not many films can achieve that these days.
It's teetering all the time from one place to another, and there's a playfulness in that, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it is genuine about the purpose of its expression.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much.
Thank you.